Welcome back to Franchise TV. This is the channel we will unbox anything and do comic reviews. So today is July 1st, 2020, but you'll be watching this in the future though. So today we actually had a pretty big comic release. We had the release of NEGAN Lives. So last year, I think it was July of last year, July or August of last year of 2019, The Walking Dead abruptly ended. Issue 193, it was done. Walking Dead, over. Story, end. Done. And just a couple weeks ago, surprisingly, we got news. They're going to do a one-shot, one issue called NEGAN Lives. That came out today, July 1st, 2020. New comic book day. So to start this off, we're actually going to do a little recap from last week's pickups. Because I haven't done a new comic book day video for a few weeks now. Because there hasn't really been a whole lot coming out each week. So it's just, I've only been buying maybe 5 or 6 copies a week of certain issues. So from a couple weeks ago, here's what I picked up. So these purchases would have been around that new comic book day, around June 24th or so. So that day we had Punchline versus Harley Quinn, the first battle. The first blood, per se, which was Batman number 93. I got the cover A and cover B. The story, I read it. It was very good. 2 major things happened in this comic between Punchline and 2 other characters. Check it out. If you did not pick this up, most comic book shops actually still have it available. Pick it up. Must read. Get it. June 24th, I also picked up Justice League number 47. Reason why? It was the first appearance of the monster that rules in Tartarus. Don't know what that is. It's a first appearance. I collect first appearances, and I like the Justice League, so picked it up. Also that week, I was cruising around the Comic Carnival in Indianapolis, Indiana, which is where I actually purchased all these from, was from the Comic Carnival, which is right off of Keystone. I always screw up like the crossroads, like 91st or something like that. Comic Carnival in Indianapolis, Indiana. They actually had the 1 in 25 variant of this called Sleeping Beauties. And I saw who actually helped write this comic. Stephen King. I was, okay, let me pick this one up. So it's Stephen King. It is a #1. They actually had 3 covers. They had like a common cover. They had a 1 in 10 cover. And they had one available that was the 1 in 25. The 1 in 25 variant. One available for only 15 bucks. I grabbed the 1 in 25 variant. A freaking Stephen King comic? Sleeping Beauties? Seriously, I picked it up. And at the Comic Carnival in Indianapolis, I actually have on my monthly pull list the new Thor series. So they grabbed me and put on my pull list the newest Thor, Thor number 5, which is the first full appearance of the Black Winter. This was a very popular comic that day it came out. It sold out across the country like that. People wanted it. And I think covers are going for about, what, 15 bucks or so for the common cover right now. About 15 bucks. Cover price is, what, $5? $4 cover price. So that's actually pretty good flip, almost 4 times cover price, same day. All because the first full appearance of the Black Winter. So luckily I had Thor. All this whole run is on my pull list, so I had a guaranteed copy waiting for me in my pull box. But they also had this sitting, the 1 in 25 Thor number 5 variant cover. They had it for a very good price. I picked it up. This cover right now is hot. The 1 in 25 Thor number 5 variant. Comic Carnival had it. I picked it up. Extremely happy with that purchase. And this cover, this copy, I've actually looked at the front. I looked at the back. I gently flipped through all the pages. I can't find any major flaws in this book. This is a 9.8 candidate. This is a 9.8 candidate. Just saying. So today, July 1st, 2020, I went down to the Comic Carnival in Indianapolis, Indiana to get my new weekly new comic books. Because today is NEGAN Day. Walking Dead NEGAN Day. And I actually put the newest NEGAN Lives on my pull list this week, so I had a guaranteed copy. And actually when I got there, they probably had maybe 10 copies left on the new release wall still. So if you didn't have it on your pull list, you still had the potential to get a copy still. And from what I understood, I read this somewhere online that if the print run for this new one-shot comic is number 193, the first printing, if your comic book shop ordered 20 copies of it, you got 20 copies of this. So I don't know if this is true, I don't know, but supposedly every shop was allocated enough of this depending on how many ordered of number 193 first printing. So I got my cover. While I was also there, I was also able to grab the silver foil variant. I wasn't able to get the gold foil variant. That was already claimed by the time I got there, but I was able to get, well actually, I actually asked to get the silver foil and the gold foil variant, possibly, you know, put onto my pull list if all possible. Every comic book shop got 2 silvers and 1 gold. Somebody else already had the gold on their pull list before I put it onto my pull list, so I didn't get that one. But I was lucky enough to be able to get one of the silver foil variants onto my pull list. So I was very happy about that. So I was able to get the normal cover and the silver foil. I was able to actually go onto eBay and buy the gold foil cover variant for an insanely cheap price. Actually, as of right now, the cheapest price on eBay as I buy it now. I got the gold foil cover coming. I'll have all 3 covers. And I actually have this cover coming in signed by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who plays Negan. He's doing a comic book signing from his local comic book shop in New Jersey. So I'm excited about that comic. Negan lives. And actually, I have another copy coming in just so I'll have a copy to read. Because this comic cover that I have is like immaculate mint condition. I don't want to read this one. So I have another copy coming in as just my reader copy, because I want to read that Negan story. So today I also picked up All America Comics from Image Comics. This was the first appearance of America Vasquez. So I don't know a whole lot about this story, this character. It was a first appearance, and they had about a dozen left on the shelf. So I went ahead, I picked it up, because I do collect first appearances. I said, let me get one. And also, this was a release of a new free comic book today comic, because they were supposed to have free comic book day back in May during the whole pandemic, but since we had the pandemic, free comic book day got canceled across the country this year. So I think they'll just release these comics maybe slowly throughout the coming months maybe. But today, all comic book shops got this comic in for totally free. So pretty much, you know, if you walk into your comic book shop, 1 per customer, everybody got one. It's called Firepower from Image Comics. It's a story by Robert Kirkman and Chris Samney with Matt Wilson and Russ Wooten. I'll be honest with you, I don't know anything about this. Nothing. It's just pretty much, it is the premiere issue of Firepower following the graphic novel Prelude. I know nothing. It was free. I am a customer of Comic Carnival, so I got a free comic. I'll take it. So I do collect #1 issues of horror comics. And this is a new one from the company AWA Upshot called Devil's Highway. And I do enjoy collecting new #1 issues of horror kind of comics. One of my things I like collecting. I find it fun. So I picked that one up. And also I picked up this one. I will not say this on camera because of the language, but this is from Image Comics. It is another kind of like a horror themed comic. It's a #1, so I picked it up. So happy about that purchase. So that's what I got today. So we're officially in the second half of 2020. It has started. Let's see how the rest of this year goes. It can only get better, right? It has to only get better from here. Let's stay positive. Let's just finish this year the best we can. How's that sound? I'll see you next time. On Franchise TV, I'll unbox anything and do comic reviews.